Everybody that is just tuning in, I'm excited to be on here with today's live. I know a lot of individuals, a lot of consumers are suffering from and drowning in medical bills. I know for a fact my mom was drowning in medical bills, and we were able to get them removed with the help of the FDCPA as well as the FCRA. So I'm going to go through a letter today that I've written up to help remove multiple medical bills off my mom's report as well as my brother's. And I want to just show you guys a quick look at my brother's report as well. And this is somebody, and it's gonna be, this is my blood brother. So it's gonna be amazing as well too once everything comes together, because about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, he had surgery on his spine as well. And he's been in a wheelchair since he had surgery on his spine and his T7, and he's been paralyzed from waist down. And so it's been definitely a huge transition. He was a national champion and some more stuff, just throughout his whole life. Just imagine just me going through and having surgery. Like, that's in essence what it was. I'm a mini-me of my big brother. And so he had tons of medical bills from his surgeries and going in and out of the hospitals for getting MRIs and different things for his back, etc. So he had a lot of medical bills on there. He also had a charge off. A lot of people are having trouble with charge off, specifically with Wells Fargo. I'm about to show you guys some. I don't ever recommend coming here to Credit Karma, but I don't have his report, and this just updated. So you see it went up 103 points. Let me show you guys this. I'm gonna show y'all this, my brother too. Like, it's not no random person. Look. Cuevas. Y'all don't see the last name, man. Alright, so let me show y'all what changed on his report and how his score shot up 103 points. So there's a Wells Fargo account that was reported for a charge-off for a good minute that was removed from his file. Account removed. Also, my pops did add him on to his American Express card that I did help him get. So my pops, as I mentioned, there goes that Amex card that I've been mentioning. So let's hop into the medical bills, and I will have my mom featuring on a call really, really soon. Let me see. I'm gonna try to call her on Telegram real quick on my laptop. She don't even know I'm gonna call her. Just like last night. If y'all was on last night's live, randomly called my guy who went through and got the auto loan with no down payment. Mom. I'm on YouTube live right now, and I'm talking about medical bills. I want them to hear. I was telling them a little bit about the things that we've been able to get removed in terms of your medical bills. Could you let them know estimatedly about how much medical bills you had on your consumer report?
I want to say close to 14,000, if not a little bit more.
Okay. And we're after going through and getting them removed. And before we went to, I told them a little bit of the Hawaiian Airlines card and the things you've been able to do with that. But before, how long would you say it took to get all of those removed while I was working on your report?
I'd say some of them faster than the others, but it happened so fast. Maybe a couple months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was a couple months. Okay,
yeah.
A couple months to get 14,000 in medical bills removed. Okay, thank you, Mama.
Yes.
All right, that's all I wanted here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Love you.
I love you too. Bye.
All right, family. So over 14,000, over tens of thousands in medical bills removed with what I'm about to cover on today's call. 1681. So we come here to the definition section. So we're gonna go over a couple different chapters. We're gonna go over the FCRA's definitions, and then we're gonna head into the FDCPA. And so if we come here to the FCRA, we'll see that I gotta kind of hurry too because my laptop's dying. So we'll see that there's an exclusion section after we define a consumer report. So this is letting us know what should be excluded from our consumer report. Right away, it lets us know restrictions on sharing medical information. Right, then it lets us know, shall not apply with respect to information disclosed to any person related by common ownership or affiliated by corporate control if the information is a medical information. So right away, they're letting us know medical information should not be on our consumer report within the FCRA's definition section. Now I'm going to head into a template that I have, for you guys, and what I want you guys to go through and do, if you guys do have any medical bills, is create an FTC report ASAP. For those that don't have an FTC report, what I'm going to do for y'all is I'm going to drop for all of my membership members a video that I did a year ago that shows you how to file. Let me show you guys here in the mentorship chat real quick again. Here goes the mentorship chat. And within here in the inquiry section, I have an ultimate CFPB and FTC report video breakdown. So for all of my membership levels, I see my guy Tom No. It's his username, Tom No. Welcome to the mob. Welcome to the family. Make sure you drop a screenshot in the Discord as you get into the Discord, so we can enter you into our private channel within the Discord as well too. What you guys are seeing on the public channel, is not clearly any of these accounts as well too, right? Family, you guys are not able to see these other than these orange ones right here. All of this below is the mentorship, hence why it's private, right? And so this video though will be dropped on the membership levels. It'll be dropped on all three for you guys. So whether you're in just Millionaires Club or the mob, I'm gonna drop it for you guys. And so, let me visit that site so I can download it later on. But let me see. So let me tell you guys here where I wanted to, and this is going to be a medical bill letter that I've used multiple times to get multiple medical bills removed. As you guys heard, my mom, fudge, okay, she just died on me. My laptop just died. So, we're not going to read that letter, but I'm gonna go over the process for you guys. Give me a sec. I do got my iPad though right here. Let me put my phone, the laptop on the charger. 1 second. Let's see. We do have the iPad. We do have the iPad. Okay. All right, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me. And so the process, we want to, create an FTC report for these medical bills and these debt collectors. What we're going to have them do more and above all else, which you guys will see as I mentioned within the letter, is having them validate the debt, but also that file that I always talk about, requesting that file. So I'm about 98% positive it's within the FCRA's definitions. Scroll down to look, to look for the term file. And I want you to request that file, right? That is that audit trail on your guys' any account. It's an audit trail on any account in which is being reported, that file, right? It's got every transactional history, since the moment that your credit was ran. So I want you guys to, you know, have them go through all of 1692G, which is debt validation. So what I would do is go through, like I told you guys multiple times. So first things first, let's do the FTC report. After we create the FTC report, so I'm backtracking real quick. So the first step is the FTC report. This is before the letter I'm even going over with you guys on today's call. Create an FTC report, include these medical, debt collectors within your, that are furnishing an account on your consumer report within your FTC report. Are you able to add up to 5? If there's more than those 5, add them in the description, where you're able to type out things. Once you've created that FTC report, right, you're going to create the identity theft report from the ftc.gov website. From there, we're going to print out 3 copies. They're going to go to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, the 3 consumer reporting agencies, the 3 big consumer reporting agencies. From there, family, we're going to give them a call, a week later. We're going to make sure that we send this certified mail so we know when they received it. After they've received it, we're going to give them 3 business days, and we're going to give them a call. And we're going to dispute those accounts over the call as well too. If you guys are in the public Discord, I've dropped their number in regards to calling them to get inquiries deleted and many people. And my guy who's actually on this call right now, my guy 528 Hertz, my brother who's, constantly, spreading love in the chats. He's just one of the people that have called and gotten them removed, from the public chat. Me dropping the numbers and letting y'all know that you guys can call them to get these removed. Let's go. I know it's you, bro. Anytime I hear that let's go, I already know it's you, bro. Let's go. Bro, your energy is vibrant, bro. I want to let you know that 100%, King. And so after we've created the FCC report, sent that off to them, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a cease and desist letter. But within the cease and desist letter, I'm also going to draft in the first step or first step of verification and validation within 1692G. So there's 5 steps in which they must do to verify and validate this debt. I'm going to request the number 1 validation within the cease and desist letter as well too. So this is the next step. Anytime I send out a letter, I want you guys to understand I'm always sending out a CFPB complaint. I'm always sending out an attorney general complaint and always creating a BBB complaint. And it's just the same letter, copy and pasted into these, disputes, because you can copy and paste into the description section for each one of those 3 accounts that I just mentioned. Now, when it comes to the FTC report, you will have to type it up. So you copying and pasting is not something you are able to do for an FTC report, but be very simple and basic in essence with your FTC report description as a whole. So after we've done the FTC report, we created a cease and desist letter that we've sent off to the debt collectors themselves. But on top of that, we've also filed CFPB complaints, as well as an attorney general and a BBB or a BBB, I should say. But always do the CFPB, and then you guys can do the attorney general or the Better Business Bureau complaint as well too on top of that as well. From there, family, then I would send out this next letter that I'm going to give to you guys. But above all else, just using and exercising really anything within the FDCPA, false and misleading representation, which is 1692E, communication in connection with debt collectors, them communicating with you. So not just the ceasing communication, but also, if they're calling you guys, how many of these, debt collectors, specifically medical bills, companies have been calling you guys in regards to attempt to collect a debt? There are certain times in which they, should call you from 8 a.m. to, I believe it's 9 p.m. And also it must be convenient to you, the consumer. And they don't define conveniency. So therefore, Congress is leaving it up to us, the consumer, to define, when is convenient to us and when's not convenient. Because how can they really determine that? I love you, I thank you. I ask for, I demand healing powers with each cell as the molecules and hydrogen and oxygen flow through my body and heal my body. We oxygenated. It feels good to smile. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. How can I get a car online without paying? I watched the videos in regards to that, Cutie's Beauty Bar, and also get familiar with Truth in Lending. I want you guys to understand, this is an over life thing. It's not an overnight thing. It is not an overnight thing. It is not something where you're going to come in and learn overnight and acquire all of these things you guys are looking to get done. Bonsoir, brother. What language is that? Bonsoir. Is that French? What time do you normally start? Finally came earlier today. Honestly, like, I got y'all. Like, I'm gonna figure out like 1 to 2 days throughout the week, and where two days. So I'm thinking like Tuesdays and Thursdays, like midday. What works better for y'all, like throughout the day? Cause after I'm at the gym, I know a lot of you guys do have day jobs, and so that's why I typically do like to do it more in the afternoon. But if mornings work better for you guys, midday or later on in the evenings, y'all let me know, and we could really work it out. Like, my schedule's flexible. I create my own schedule. I'm not obligated to be anywhere at any time, other than where I want to be, when I want to be. And so, I mean, we can make it work. Y'all let me know what works best for you guys, where you guys can show up the most. Not where you can show up the most, but where you guys can show up and make all of the calls. I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe every Saturday and every Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Y'all let me know. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Friday. Like, just set calls, minimum 2 days, 2 times out of the week. And then aside from that, I'm gonna be going live just about every day, random times really. I'm gonna get better at making my premieres as a whole and following through with the premieres, because today I was at the gym earlier and my phone died at 6, so I couldn't even. Well, I was in my brother's practice and then my phone died, and I was gonna go live, but we here now. How can I show love for the downloads being dropped? It all is real, like the video, family. 100% King. We here, bro. We all here for a reason. It's all divine intervention. It is French. I knew it. She said, "Oi, oi." It's yo. I love y'all, man. And perfect. This is currently my life. So whatever the group wants for the time, I'm good with it. Okay, I'll do like a little poll in the Discord, and I'll have everybody vote and stuff like a time. But I think like Tuesdays and Thursdays typically are the times in which people are most free. So, those are like the times in which, and I'm gonna make like a whole new cover for the YouTube, and on the cover, I'm gonna have my VA make it. I'm gonna have him add like the 2 days that we do, boom, we have a call. These 2 days at this time, catch me here on YouTube every week at these times. At these times. Yo, book I recommend y'all getting is Clarity and Connection. This is some next level stuff. It's been very healing, been very informative. I'm gonna just open up to a random page, right? And I guarantee you, y'all gonna get insight. It's a super simple read, so I like books like this. Ask yourself, is a connection real if there is no space to be vulnerable? The depth of our relationship is defined by how freely we feel we can deliver our authentic message. The deepest bonds are held together by a bridge of honesty. Real love holds space for vulnerability, a place where we can be open, raw, and even share parts of ourselves that are not fully formed, but are ready to be expressed. Whether within ourselves or in front of someone who is close to us, vulnerably asks for non-judgment acceptance of our imperfections. This is a form of compassion that can help us observe our story in a different light, hopefully transforming what was once burdensome into a more insightful understanding. This is also a form of compassion that allows us to accept the way things are without trying to change it. Sometimes vulnerability just asks to be seen and heard. If we are far away from ourselves, if we are far away from ourselves, if we are not honest with ourselves, and if we are full of unexamined emotions and conditioning, we will naturally find it difficult to be close to others. It becomes easier to give loving support when we have taken the time to explore our own inner world and let go of the subconscious patterns that do not align with how we want to show up for another. Downloads. Feel me? Clarity and connection. Thank me later. So with the medical bills, back to the medical bills, we've done the FTC report. We've made 3 copies. We've sent it to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. After that, I created a cease and desist letter that I'm sending to the debt collectors themselves. Also, I'm filing a CFPB complaint, against these companies as well, bare minimum. If you want to go above and beyond, I don't know about y'all, but me, that's why I'm telling y'all what I do, right? Always what I do. I'm above and beyond worker. I do the BBB and Attorney General on top of CFPB as well. You don't have to do that if you just do the CFPB with the FCC and send it out to the creditors and the debt collectors themselves. Right, that'll do more than justice. Especially for medical bills. But above all else, family, have them validate the debt. Have them send you that audit trail. Have them show you the contract and the agreement that you have between you and them. Have them show you guys these things. Have them show where you gave them permissible purpose. Show them where within the definition section of the FCRA, where it talks about under exclusions how medical bills are restricted upon being reported on a consumer's report. All right, so break these down to them. Understand that these, debt collectors that are reporting medical information are not only violating the FCRA, it's a clear violation against HIPAA, right? HIPAA's violation. Also, just the Privacy Act within itself, but 1681, so the congressional findings number 4, right? It's a need to ensure that the consumer has a right to privacy, right? It's a right that we have privacy. It's not a privilege. Family, if you guys are just tuning in, all I ask is that you guys drop a like if you guys are getting value. If not, drop a dislike, but also drop in the comments what you guys are not receiving or downloading, or what I can get better at to help you guys. Because me coming here, I'm not here to waste my time at all. I'm not here to waste y'all time at all. I value and I'm very grateful for every single one of you guys that is tuned in, that is sharing this, with other individuals that can also gain, and value and insight upon their process. Right? I promise you guys, me teaching you guys what this ground level work is just the baby steps to where we're truly headed on the road to empowering 1 billion lives. If I was teaching this for the rest of my life, just consumer law and just helping people fix and clean their credit, we will never empower 1 billion lives. Or we got to build communities. We got to start investing. We got to have our own, reporting agencies. We got to be reporting accounts ourselves onto these consumer reports, right, which is things we got cooking up for you guys. Me and my partner Taquan X are about to drop a reporting, companies, just like all of these primary accounts, the Rental Karma, the Rent Reporters, the Bright Money, all of these different primary accounts, aka trade lines of credit that are being reported onto your credit. You guys can also start up a reporting company yourselves. Right? Me and my partner Taquan X are actually about to go through and do so we can, once we've helped our clients, go through and remove all derogatory accounts from their consumer report, and we're able to finally control the report and build it out now. Now we can add on, accounts of our choosing onto our consumer report. So therefore, as we structure and build out our consumer report to hitting the 6 data points that I always cover, when it comes to the 6 data points that you want to hit before I go out and seek funding as a whole, now we can, truly build. Now we can leverage the banking system. Now we can acquire the funding through the personal side. And now we can acquire personal lines of credit to start businesses, to invest into certain things together collectively, to start up, once we've started up the businesses, to building out the business credit. So now the personal lines of credit that I've built out, or the personal lines, the personal credit cards, the personal secured loans or unsecured loans, all the personal debt, especially the credit cards, because utilization is a big factor on our personal side, can now be paid down with our business, credit that we're acquiring on the business credit side. So the business credit that I've acquired from building out my business and my LLC properly, now I can use the credit I have on my business credits on my business side, because utilization doesn't matter when it comes to your Paydex score, but it does report onto your FICO score, which is your personal, your consumer report. Now I can use my business credit to pay off the personal lines of credit. And now the personal lines of credit, I'll be able to get double, if not triple, the amount in which I'm getting on the personal side already. So now we're talking about building and acquiring even larger lines of credit. You guys want to acquire down the road that black unlimited, credit card that many of you guys have heard of and seen, and that open-ended credit card. There is no limit to that card as a whole. A lot of you guys may want to receive access to it. How we do so is by building out hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars of lines of credit on the personal side. And we all have the ability of doing such once we get our consumer report to where it needs to be. So family, once again, consumer law, getting derogatory accounts is the beginning stages of where we're headed truly, family. So I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I went through the most clear step-by-step process. Let me see if my computer's actually loaded. I'm going to read this template out for you guys. It's a basic template. You guys can use this. I highly advise, so you don't get flagged, you change up the wording and put your own story behind it as well too. I don't ever recommend templates, but these are letters, I should say, I've used in the past that have gotten many removals for my clients. And so, all of them are different and pertains to each consumer's story, and violations are all different as well too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if my laptop is good. If not, we'll just end it the night. We'll call it a night. But I think it is good. So we'll see. Above all else, I gave y'all more than everything y'all need to get those medical bills removed. I think she's about to play y'all. Did she not charge at all? That's crazy. Okay, never mind. We good. Alright. I'm exhausted. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Okay. So notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent, right? Putting them on notice. So I want to make it clear that this is a refusal to pay, and I am here to validate the debt. That's what I said in the letter. I want, in pursuant to the FDCPA, I wrote out the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and I put in parentheses FDCPA. I have the right to request verification of the alleged debt you claim I owe. I'm requesting evidence that establishes the following: my identity as the party responsible for this debt, number one; the date of the alleged medical service, number two; number three, the patient's name; and number four, a proof of a binding contractual obligation that holds me, the natural person, accountable for this debt. Please provide copies of the following documents: any agreement between your agency and your client that authorizes you to collect this alleged debt, or evidence of acquisition through purchase or assignment in accordance with the subtitle D of the ARRA section 13401. This includes the application of security provisions and penalties to business associations of covered entities as outlined in the SEC 13407. And I broke down the term breach of security. Any agreement signed by the alleged debtor acknowledging the responsibility to pay the creditor, and this is a medical account. Please include a copy of any HIPAA authorization. I want to bring to your attention that this letter serves as both formal dispute and a request to cease and desist all collection activities. This includes the reporting of verification of this account on my credit reports. I expect compliance with the terms and conditions stated in this letter within 10 calendar days, and a failure to comply with the result in a written confirmation of a withdrawal of your claim. In the evidence of non-compliance, I reserve the right to pursue charges and or file complaints with the OCR for HIPAA violations, as well as the appropriate federal authorities. I may contact the CFPB, BBB, and Attorney General to report violations of the FDCPA, FCRA. Furthermore, I assert my right to initiate a private civil action against your agency to seek damages. All right, this is something I wrote back about a year and a half ago. And so this is a template that will be useful in terms of getting all medical bills removed from your guys' consumer reports and just discharged as a whole. I know it's mad annoying to get in the mail letter after letter after letter after letter from these hospitals in regards to medical bills. So family, let's go out, let's take action. Let's share this video if we gain insight. I'm excited to see and hear the success stories from this video alone. I'm going to end this video off here at 3333. So I'm going to go ahead and wait here another minute exactly before we go ahead and end off this call. Peace and love, family. 528. Downloads are appreciated. Stuck. Oh no. All right. 20 seconds. We're going to end here at 333, family. And as always, I'll see you all at the top. Why is that? Because the bottom is way too crowded. I'm actually about to make a video right now and post it, showing you guys how the